Going on, everybody? Eddie Dowd back again with Brian Sachs for another real estate tip. I'm a real estate agent. He's a mortgage lender, and we come to you guys every single week with another real estate tip, more information to help you be more educated when it comes to real estate so you can create for yourself wealth and, even more importantly, generational wealth. So today we're here to talk about appraisal gaps and acceleration clauses. What are they? And, just educate you guys in general on more things of real estate that's a little bit more technical, something that you're probably not going to hear your average real estate agent talking about. But here we are to talk about it today. Brian, are you there? And are
I'm
you
not
ready?
here. I'm just a figment of your imagination, Mr. Dow.
I've been wondering.
I hear you. So, we're in a very interesting market, Eddie. I know you see this. I'm seeing it. Here's where we are, folks. And Eddie and I have been preaching to you, get off the fence, right? But if you didn't jump off the fence yet, let me explain to you what kind of market you're facing. You're facing a market where there are way more buyers than there are homes for sale right now. And as a result of that, just basic supply and demand, sellers are able to demand more for their home, right? In some cases, people are bidding more than the house is being listed for. So I'm doing a loan today where the house was listed for $465. It's probably worth $455, and the buyer is buying it for $495. Okay. Now, the house isn't going to appraise for $495. And so that buyer has agreed to pay in cash in addition to their down payment, in addition to their closing costs. They're going to pay whatever that gap is. So if that house appraises for $450, they're going to pay $45,000 extra dollars. They're going to pay their regular closing costs, which are usually about 4.5% in Maryland, and they're going to put money down, 5% down, based on the 450. So that's what's called an appraisal gap, and that's how competitive the market is right now. But what's an acceleration clause? That means let's stay with this house, right? It means that the buyer originally offered $465, and they agreed to go all the way up to $495 if they have to, if there are other offers. Now, the reason to do that is because some of you listening may think some very old thoughts. You may think that Eddie will put in an offer and the seller will come back and with a counter offer, right? So you come in at $450 and the seller comes back at $455. Yeah, that happened about 5 years ago. Okay. Not happening now. The seller doesn't come back to you at all because they have 28 other contracts from other people. So you're not getting a counter offer. You're getting, sorry, we took a different offer, right?
How rude, right?
Yeah. And so what this buyer did is they put in this acceleration clause. They said, we're offering $455 or $450, whatever their number was, but we'll go all the way up to $495 if we have to. That means if you got other offers, instead of losing the house, we're willing to go all the way up to $495 if we have to. We didn't put our offer in at that price, okay? But we're willing to go that high if we have to. So, folks, make sure you have good representation like Mr. Eddie Dowd, because if you don't, you're going to be in big, big trouble navigating and negotiating and trying to understand. And if you have this old thinking that you're going to steal a house in this market, good luck with that.
Maybe you should say sitting on the fence.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what happens if people sit on a fence, they get hurt when they jump off. So, it's a good time to buy now. Don't wait for it. When rates go down, this is going to get even more heated. So, and home prices, folks, while you're waiting for rates to go down, home prices continue to go up. So you're chasing your tail, so to speak. So I just thought you should know about that. if you have this old thinking that the seller you'll lowball them and the seller will come back to you, not in this market. This
Yeah, and we encounter folks like that all the time that, I mean, it's something that you've been told, like, oh, I offered them here, they came back here. And in some cases that works, but in most cases now, if the house is in good condition, if the house is in an area that's sought after, most cases they're getting multiple offers. I'd be hard pressed to find a house that's priced right, in good condition, isn't falling apart, and is in a neighborhood that's sought after, that is not receiving multiple offers. So, this is something that we propose to people and say, hey, this is how we should go. And those that don't, a lot of times end up continuing to offer on multiple properties until they see the light of day and the methods that they need to take to be able to fight in this market and get their offer accepted. So acceleration clause is definitely something that has been used for past couple of years here as the market's changed. And it's one folks' houses for sure.
All right. So how do they get hold of you, Eddie?
410-588-6536. How about you?
443-471-8557.
Hey, and one other thing that's going to help you get into a home is the Home Funded. So click the link below. It works as a GoFundMe, essentially, to where you can put money in there. Your friends, your family, anybody can put money in there, contribute in there, and we're going to give you up to $2,000 back into it. That goes towards the purchase of the home. So that's going to alleviate some stress, alleviate some money that needs to be spent, whether it's closing costs or whatever it goes towards. It'll definitely help you out in getting into a home. But that's it for this week, guys. We will see you back next week, and we will have another tip.
Right. Thank you, everyone. If you know of anything you want us to cover or have a question, just put it right down here and we'll be happy to answer it on one of our upcoming episodes. Have a great day.
All right, awesome. Have a good one.